Good morning, teacher, and I'm going to present my argumentative insight about the reading comprehension. Importance of reading comprehension. The reading comprehension helps develop the skills to better understand the text that is in meaning to the words written in it and to relate them. We practice reading when we are children in basic grades. We learn various grammar rules to join words and make sense of a sentence. The brain is the most important part of our body. Science is where knowledge is produced. Science without it we can't understand the text we read, and it is objective. For several therapies, science, if you have an injury, you can have several problems in acquiring comprehension or remember things. One of the problems that can lead to poor understanding of the text is structure and a little oxygen that reaches the brain, which begins it functioning. And reading has been a basic educational approach to be able to learn throughout our lives. But this does end when we finish or study science. Reading becomes daily in our daily lives. You must have a very good understanding of the text even when seeking employment, contracts, or any business itself. This will help to develop more skills and the habit of reading people. The sense of understanding is better when we put ourselves in a real situation. In science, there are several things that make understanding retrograde or ability, whether to other disability, injury, or illness. The importance of reading from a young age is very important. Science be joined, so we are learning new words to form sentences into paragraphs giving meaning to the text. Science understanding a text has become vital in our academic forming. On the other hand, when the brain suffers an injury or disease, understanding the text becomes complicated. Science one part is affected to understand some of its meanings. This leads to problems speaking, understanding, and remembering things. Aphasia is one of these problems that affects that can not to understand the text when reading. If starting a conversation becomes complicated, therefore compression, in addition to improve the skills of understanding and text, helps the rehabilitation of brain designs for the learning of words and text. Reading helps better understanding to be successful in life, and if there are difficulties in understanding it, there are several solutions to regain knowledge. It is a kind of strategy to improve the learning of the students to have a harmonious learning within a humanistic education, where the student is involved and what they read to ask and answer questions. The teaching be a guide within understanding. And the conclusion of this insight is that the comprehension of the text at the time of reading is important to acquire a new vocabulary and give meaning to what the writer wants to convey. It was known that comprehension can help problems or diseases of the brain, and very fundamental part in acquiring knowledge, helping to brain their cognitive abilities again. And the reading is not only to practice in the school, because it's very important in our daily life.